That said, historically, Russia's been pretty good on the spy front too. So that's kind of an interesting angle that you just never know what's running around inside Ukraine that might be gathering intel and taking interest. And they have for sure targeted humanitarian organizations. Primarily, most of it's been kind of more on the cyber front. There's a Polish group I met with while I was there, and they were kind of very paranoid about why I wanted to meet with them, and they wanted more details, and they're more disgusted. And I was like, this is kind of weird. But this was like in their world where they've been dealing with.
Yeah, you have to mistrust
coming in, and who's this American? Is he working for the Russians? Which doesn't,
that's like the hardest thing to believe, but I guess also the best cover then, huh?
Yeah, but you look at like some of our political leaders and stuff they say and their alignment with
okay, you know what? Yeah, fair. Okay, so, fair.
Running a humanitarian organization that's
yeah, what side of the humanitarianism are you on? Oof.
So that's I get their distrust, and you kind of they're just being smart about protecting their organization and what they're doing. So I met with them. It went fine. It was quite lovely. But it's just interesting. As before I did the trip, we were getting some of the back and forth emails like, oh, it's interesting. They're sort of suspicious. And then I got on the Zoom call, met with one of them, and she's like, okay, this sounds okay. We were just kind of worried about it. So I'm like,
right, I don't know. I don't blame them. I've dealt with like offering humanitarian aid in terms of like written resources, and we've run into trouble of like severe mistrust related to like Russian translations of those same resources. Like why does it need to be in Russian? Why? So I can kind of put myself in that mindset. I can't obviously, but I can kind of gather how that might be. It's a self-preservation thing. Right. All of it is, I think.
For sure.